The first half of 2009 saw an increase in the number of Iowans filing for bankruptcy. The southern half of the state is on pace to surpass last year's total filings by close to 2,000 bankruptcies. That's according to records kept by the Southern District of Iowa Bankruptcy Court, which covers Mahaska County. CRI reporter Patrick Boberg investigates how Mahaska County fits into this trend and what financially troubled Oskaloosaans can do to help their situation.
For most people, it comes down to initially drawing up a budget, to finding out where the money is going.
As Director of Consumer Credit of Des Moines, that's Tom Coates' first piece of advice for anyone trying to get a handle on their finances. For the 50 people who have already filed for bankruptcy in Mahaska County, those words come a little late.
Right now, the average household in this country has between $8,000 and $9,000 in just credit card debt alone.
With a quick visit to the Southern District of Iowa Bankruptcy Court website, it's easy to see that many Mahaska households fit that description. 50 bankruptcy filings through the first 6.5 months of 2009 may not seem too high at first, but public record shows there are only 63 filings in Mahaska County for all of 2008. In 2005, bankruptcy law changes forced filers to seek out credit counseling prior to filing. Since Mahaska County houses neither a credit counseling service nor a single bankruptcy attorney, Tom Coates' nonprofit consumer counseling service in Des Moines is the closest federally recognized credit counselor.
We are one of 150 offices across the country that do the pre-bankruptcy counseling. There's no charge for the initial counseling, and you can do it over the phone, or you can come in if you feel better and sit down face-to-face with a counselor.
Having the initial counseling free may be a blessing, because after you secure an attorney, the bankruptcy process is anything but cheap.
For a Chapter 7, the fees seem to range from around $1,000 a month up to $2,000, and then the filing fee is $299.
So before you become another name on the list down at the clerk of court office, consider the common symptoms of debtors according to Tom Coates.
Ignoring the reality of their finances, and if you ignore that reality long enough, the manifestations, the collection calls and the lawsuits and so forth will force the reality upon you.
For CRI News, I'm Patrick Boberg.
Consumer Credit of Des Moines has an entire library of useful budgeting information on its website. For a link to Consumer Credit of Des Moines, visit the News Links section of CRI's website, criwmpenu.org.